Collectors of Everything, Experts of None podcast and the two idiots who host it take zero responsibility for the completely unfactual information that is sometimes expressed on said podcast. It also contains explicit language. Sorry, Mum. Collectors of Everything, Experts of None. All right, Collectors of Everything, Experts of None, episode 87. Peter, good
Neil.
evening.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I asked first.
Oh, I'm good. I'm great.
Oh, yeah. I'm good, thank you.
We've got... Anyway, it's been a good day today. It's been Titans lost today. That was good. Pretty happy about that. So we'll just get straight into the show and not talk about anything else that's happened during the weekend.
Okay.
And hey, got some big stories tonight in regards to a couple of interesting things that have happened in the last probably 72 hours.
There is some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's
like
Who's around.
every time.
Every time, man.
I'm gonna figure out who that guy is or girl is one day, and I'm gonna come down hard.
It shouldn't be hard. You could probably just go through the 16 views that we have and be able to, oh, it's them.
It's the same engine sound. I'm sure of it. Anyway, guys, episode 87. I hope you're enjoying all of the collectibles and pop culture stuff we're going through and talking about. And thank you to all the people that are watching us week in, week out. Very much appreciated. If you are interested in seeing our episodes, make sure you're subscribing and following us on YouTube. And also we are on Spotify as well.
Yeah.
And we do put the occasional short or / teaser out on Instagram and TikTok now and again.
I am a slow learner. So
you are a slow learner.
I'm learning how to do them myself. So yeah.
That's why they haven't been done.
Yeah, 100%.
So we'll get those back up and running. And we will post too to the guys we did the interviews with at CollectFest, because we said we would do that, and we'll tag you guys in it and rock and roll. So make sure you're following us, guys, and we very much appreciate everybody that enjoys the show. So let's get started.
Let's do it.
We were talking about this when we do this all the time, but we're talking about this in episode whatever. But we were actually talking about this a while ago, which was a wild story that I told you, and you were blown away.
Yeah.
Your socks were blown off.
They
completely.
Were. And that's a very hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was incredible how quickly those socks were blown off. But they were. Because it was a story that goes back into the 80s, I believe it was, or maybe early 90s. And it was the story that I was talking to you about around the Sony PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And how they didn't want to get into video games at all because they were into a whole bunch of other entertainment. Yep. And so they did a collaboration with Nintendo.
They did.
And it was the Nintendo... It must have been before the 64.
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah, so it was... If you think about the 64 where the cartridges go into the top of the console...
Yeah.
That's what it was. Anyway, it turns out that they ended up not going with them. And the rest is history because they became the biggest competitors in gaming. Well, two of probably the three biggest competitors in gaming.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who'd actually be bigger out of Nintendo and PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation's more of a high-end sort of gaming system, like one-person shooters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where Nintendo has that nostalgia kind of feel about it, that vibe.
Yeah, I read today that Halo, the game Halo,
yes,
has been played in hours longer than human history now.
Actually,
Did you read that?
I don't mean to be a dick.
Yeah.
But I think it was Call of Duty.
No, it was Call of Duty. Sorry, not Halo. Yes, Call of Duty.
Halo's
the other one, isn't it? Halo's Xbox, isn't it?
Yeah, 2.8 million years worth of gameplay.
Sorry.
It's crazy, dude.
We have a disclaimer.
Yeah.
So I apologize.
100%.
But yeah, so the... what was I talking about? Yeah, the Nintendo and the PlayStation collab.
Yeah.
A guy in... I haven't even written down where it was, but it was in the US somewhere.
Yeah.
Found this console in his attic that his dad picked up from a company that had gone under.
Yeah.
And his dad was a maintenance guy.
Yeah.
And obviously he must be a bit of a hoarder, likes buying things like that. And they've looked at it and I didn't realize what it was. And it turns out it was a prototype from the Nintendo PlayStation collab, which would be ridiculous.
Crazy,
so it's got the original PlayStation controllers. Mm-hmm. By the looks of it, it's got a Nintendo insert and a CD-ROM insert on it.
Yeah.
So it was a really weird looking contraption.
Super hybrid.
$350,000 is the value of that prototype now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a museum piece. I mean,
it's
that's
cool.
something. It's something that would go into the Smithsonian. You know, like that is.
Yeah.
You know, the start of not so much the start for Nintendo, but you know, it would have been a massive deal. And
yeah, well, it was the start of 3D gaming.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would have changed the face of gaming, like not PC gaming, because I mean, we did have kind of Doom, and you know, what was the other one?
Duke Nukem.
No. It was like a Doom game, but you know, you killed all the Germans. Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein, that's right.
Wolfenstein,
which was basically Doom, but different.
Yeah,
it was exactly the same game.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you know, that sort of had that.
Forgot about those. Yeah.
That 3D kind of that look with it.
You know, you can play that online, right? If you look up Zoom, you can play it online. The original game. Yeah. You can actually. There's almost every game you can think of. You can play online now for free.
Oh yeah.
Including James Bond, the greatest game in console history.
Well, I mean, the 64 reboot's going to be coming out pretty soon.
Yes, that's right.
I'm not sure when that comes out, but that's
end
of
the year,
huge.
I think.
Oh, end of the year. Okay,
I believe so. Yeah. So anyway, very cool piece. And yeah, sweet find. And I mean, I wouldn't sell it. I'd keep it for sure.
I'd loan it to a museum or something like that. You know.
Yeah. Anyway, very strange looking contraption from when you think of all the gaming consoles that have come out. Yeah. To what that would have looked like. It was like, yeah, that's bizarre. There's a bit of a mix. But anyway, all right, your favourite show from our childhood, Peter, they're bringing in as a live action, well, supposedly they're bringing out live action through Netflix, thanks to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Defenders of the Earth.
Another guy who I didn't know his name, who he was, so I didn't bother putting it on. Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, he's our hero, gonna take pollution down to zero. I'd be lying if I knew the rest, so I'm just gonna try and do my best.
Well, that's still rhymed. Well done. Bravo. Golf clap.
I'll be here all week.
Yeah. I can't even remember the second verse of it, actually.
No, neither can I.
Huge show when we were a kid.
It was. It was a big show.
It was quite cool.
Yeah.
When their powers combined, he did become Captain Planet.
Yes.
A little bit of like a Pokemon, a little bit like a Power Rangers sort of spin-off on it, wasn't it? I reckon it could have come from the concept.
It was kind of along that way because everyone had like Earth rings. I think there was Earth, Wind, Water, Fire, and Heart. Yeah. Yeah.
And when their powers combined,
they created Captain Planet. They didn't become Captain Planet, but yeah.
Yeah. So they're making a live action movie, film, show, whatever it may be. Yeah. It'll be very interesting. I'm surprised it hasn't happened earlier.
I'm sure
in the climate.
I'm sure it's something that's probably been optioned multiple times. And to do it properly was probably going to cost a lot more money than there are fans of Captain Planet.
Yeah.
But, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio's a bit of a hippie, drives a hybrid and does all the right things. So,
drives a hybrid, flies a jet. Science.
Yeah, it's
science.
Yeah. You can only try so much, Neil. Serious.
Those damn yachts, they haven't made them solar yet. So we'll just keep using the diesel until then.
Yep, unfortunately.
Anyway, so it'll be interesting because I did enjoy that. I still remember that show when I was a kid. It was quite cool. So we'll see if that comes to fruition, I guess. Yeah. Hey, your favourite? Yeah.
Our growing up time, like generation, was the best time for like
history
cartoons.
Well, we've lived through history changes.
Yeah.
Incredible historic changes.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to my kids actually about computers, and when I was in primary school.
Yeah.
Probably year 7, I think there were computers that started coming out more mainstream wise, and then there was computer rooms. Mm-hmm. But I was like, there was no mobile phones.
No, nothing like that.
There was no smartphones. Oh.
I didn't get my first phone until I was like 23, maybe 22.
Well, there wasn't a first smartphone until just on 20 years ago. Yeah. I think the first iPhone came out 2006. I'm pretty sure it was. And before that, they were dumb phones. So, yeah, anyway, it's interesting through that history. Through the timeline from when we were kids up until now, a lot's happened.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff's gotten smaller.
Yeah, but I still, you'd think that they'd be able to after making the Nokia, they'd be able to make something that's almost as close to being indestructible.
Yeah.
Because the amount of like iPhones
Oh,
that
the
are
81,
broken,
8110 or whatever it is.
yeah, that thing is
The brick.
ridiculous, man.
Yeah, popular phone.
Yeah, it
Had
was.
Snake on it.
It had
Snake on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to beat Snake. You can
Yeah.
never actually get to the end.
No, what was the end?
That's true.
Did it just
I was
eat
hoping you
itself,
finished it.
or
Yeah.
no? I
Pardon
wasn't.
me.
I didn't have a phone. I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
had a.
Well, you're
you
not the
had a
person
phone.
to talk to.
You had a phone before I did.
I did. My first mobile phone was a StarTAC V. Flip
I remember
phone.
you got into one. You had a phone that was like that big.
Yeah.
You had one of
that's what I
those little ones
did.
that now is like a meme for all the generations after you. When they pull out the small, tiny little phones. That's
Like
kind
a
of what you.
Zoolander.
That's kind of what you had. So yeah,
I did. Yeah. It's one of those things I was like, where can I find the smallest phone?
Yep.
I need a pocket room. What can I say?
I get it, which was weird in jorts because you had massive pockets. So
that's it. Anyway. All right. The Japanese pop
that really
art
killed the
icon
conversation,
Takashi
didn't it?
Murakami.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Nothing. I just said that really killed the conversation.
Yeah, sorry. No, I think we're having a few communication issues tonight. There's gremlins in the intranet.
Yeah.
So I apologize in advance. But yeah, I was just saying the Japanese pop art icon Takashi Murakami, I hope I pronounced that right, has designed ultra rare cards for 2025 Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool. I liked them. I thought they were all right.
Yeah, so it's kind of a homage to the Japanese series that happened at the beginning of the year. So the series opener for the MLB.
Yeah.
He designed jerseys for the Cubs and for the Dodgers, and it was such a smash hit that they've got him in to do it. Now, I think it's only 3 cards.
Yeah,
and each card will be a limited run of 3. So
yes,
it'll be.
I couldn't see how many cards there actually were. I only saw one of them, but it looked pretty cool. Very much his style of art around the edges.
Yeah, it's all that hippie crap.
Yeah. So we will see when they come out. They'll look pretty cool. I'm sure you'll see them on the airwaves sooner or later once they do drop, because all this Japanese stuff. I mean, it's a show. Are they all Shohei cards, or
I'm not sure what they are, like who they're going to be of. So
yeah, we should start a piece in this show called Shohei. Why not?
Yeah, well, I mean,
we do talk about Shohei a fair bit.
The Topps Chrome series that's coming out now is the big one that everyone's been waiting for. Topps came in and did a collaboration, obviously, with the MLB. The winners of the MVPs of each year, the rookies of the year for both leagues, and the Cy Young Award winners. They got on one of their jerseys had the gold MLB patch on the back. So everyone, like just on the neckline, has the MLB symbol, every uniform. So those 6 got a gold one, and they got put into 1-of-1 cards to celebrate their win for this last year's season.
Yeah,
and
right.
Those are now being released in Topps Chrome.
Nice.
So, yeah, I've seen the Paul Skeens one that he got for Rookie of the Year.
Is he still playing well, by the way, Paul Skeens?
Paul Skeens is the greatest pitcher with 1 win. So I think he's like 1-9 at the moment because his team just sucks.
He's actually lost that many games.
Yeah. Well, dude, you got to score runs, man. Doesn't matter how well you pitch. You got to score runs.
He's pitching him out.
Oh, dude, he's still killing it. His ERA is under 2.
But they must be scoring off him too, as well. They're getting hits off him.
Well, I mean, if there's no score, then it's a no contest. They can't give them the win. Baseball is very statistical, so there's a lot of things that go into it to be able to give the wins. But yeah, a lot of people are calling for him, like the Pirates, to let him go and go play for a decent team because
the Dodgers.
Well, I mean, Dodgers, Blue Jays, we'd be happy. We'd take him.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's see how these cards turn out. They're very cool, indeed. Now, look, this next story, and this is a story that has probably come out in the last 3 days. Yeah. We spoke about this. There was rumors about this. It has to be 6 months ago, if not longer. And when we said we saw a story, and I forget who it was who posted it, but there was a story that there was going to be an issue in the memorabilia market.
Yeah.
Because someone had been faking memorabilia.
Yeah.
They didn't know how bad it was. And we said at the time, well, if that comes out that it's true, it's going to be absolute bedlam for the industry.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So fast forward to, I think it's 3 days ago, in the US, in Westfield, Indiana, or Indianapolis, IND. I don't know what the acronym, the initials for that is. Anyway, a guy by the name of Brett Lemieux, 45-year-old guy who owned Mr. Man Cave, which was a memorabilia website.
Yep.
Has written this thing on Facebook, a whole overview of this. Basically, it's a scam that he's been pulling off for the last 20 years or 25 years, faking holograms and signatures on cards and all sorts of different things to the tune of $350 million. They went to raid his house. I think they raided a warehouse, and then they raided his house.
Yep.
He was dead, so he'd taken his own life. And this is just coming out now. So New York Times has picked it up. Fanatics were working with the authorities in that town and also the FBI to try and buy some of this stuff and see if it actually was fake or real. To the point where I believe they changed their hologram stickers. I don't know if it was a year ago or 2 years ago to try and stop this guy from it happening.
Yeah.
When they went into the warehouse, this guy's claiming that there is $700 million worth of fakes sitting in this warehouse.
Yep.
So, now this, and I tried to get some of the numbers here. Kobe Bryant, when he died in 2020, this guy claims, now this is all hasn't come out as true yet, but this guy's done a Facebook post and then ended it all.
Yeah.
And they found all this stuff in a warehouse. So I'm guessing it's probably along the lines of at least somewhat true. He's saying in this Facebook post that they released 80,000 pieces of memorabilia into the market when Kobe Bryant died. 80,000 pieces.
Yeah. I mean...
So you got to wonder, like, it was fake holograms, authentication stickers for sports collectibles. Some of the most prominent companies in sports memorabilia, Panini, Fanatics, TriStar, James Spence Authentics, I'm assuming they're big. Mills Creek Sports, I've heard of them, GT Marketing and others. So yeah, and he's basically just said he did it because he could and he wanted to. And like, it's really bizarre, this whole thing's come out. So it looks like, and everybody, all the mainstream media is now talking about this guy. If it comes out that this memorabilia is fake, I mean, you would be shitting yourself if you're a memorabilia dealer going, oh my God, I've got $10 million worth of stuff sitting in here. Yeah. What's real and what's not?
Yeah. And I mean, what do you do? Like, you can't get your money back. I mean,
well, how do you,
you can't, do you try and get it authenticated? So pay more money to have someone try and authenticate all this stuff? I mean, people have used this stuff as investments into superannuations, into businesses, into all these kinds of things.
Yeah.
I mean,
some of the stuff he spoke about is like, and I'm quoting from what he said in the Facebook.
Yeah.
So they purchased millions of dollars of legit items and mixed it in, until they found the hologram connect. Then I had the bankroll to buy even more, do more signings. Every one item from a signing turned into 10,000. So if you're thinking you're getting an auto, there could be 10,000 of them out there. Now, I'm sure the high-end cards and stuff like that, you wouldn't get away with it. But I'm assuming it's probably the signatures, the autos that have been done mid-level.
I think I don't think it's going to be so much a lot of the autographs like on card autos, because you're going to have a representative from the company there. I think it's going to be... Yeah, go.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
95% of Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Judge, the NFL players,
Aaron Judge is the baseball player.
Sorry, Aaron Judge is baseball. Mahomes is the quarterback, NFL, right?
Yeah.
On the market are sold by me. Basically, every autograph sold in the last 25 years you should have looked at, it's fake, and someone sold it to you other than me. If that's true, that's insane. Like, the whole market's going to collapse. because you can't authenticate anything.
No.
It's all gone.
It's gone. Yep.
$700 million worth of fakes in a warehouse.
Yeah. And I
That's
mean,
insane.
and these are people who are in the industry who have done the right thing, who are buying things that have the holograms, the authenticity, that, the certificates and all this sorts of stuff.
Fanatics would be hugely involved in this. And eBay are the same. They've turned around and said, oh, look, we don't agree with anything criminality. We'll help with whatever we can. And because I guarantee you, at least 50% of it would have been sold through eBay, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
You would think.
People are going to do their asses on these things. This is investments that people have,
so it's crazy. So the dude, here's another quote from him right on Facebook. The running's done. There's over $500 to $700 million in value of holograms and cards in the warehouse or in there. Let that sink in. Every company I've touched is now my bitch. That was my goal. Once you came to me or spoke my name, I went after you and your company directly, intentionally. It's like he had some sort of vendetta against them or something. But 350 mil, good dollars.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the sort of thing that definitely would run out sooner or later. And it's not the sort of, there's no longevity in it. Although for 20 years, it seems like he's gotten away with it by what he's saying. Now, it could all be not true.
But doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. He's dead now, man.
If I had an Aaron Judge signed order of any description, I'd be getting it checked very quickly. So there you go. So there'll be more to come on this.
Oh, yeah.
And you can look at, there's articles on the New York Post, there's articles on all sorts of different places now.
Yeah.
Yahoo, and different collectibles. Yeah, they're still around Yahoo.
Really?
Yeah. We're not all just addicted to Google, Peter. Okay, we do look at other things sometimes.
I use Alta Vista.
AOL. I still have my AOL email. No more. What is it? What did we have in Australia? Your Hotmail email.
Hotmail.
Yeah, Hotmail.
My wife still uses Hotmail.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You've told me this before. It's disgraceful. I'm surprised it still works. Who owns Hotmail? Google.
Oh, fuck. How would I know?
I think they do own Hotmail, actually. Anyway, so pretty crazy. There'll be more to talk about, I'm sure. But yeah, they're calling it the biggest scam in sports memorabilia history.
There's a lot of people that are going to be shitting themselves, and whether the industry can recover from this is another question.
Well, that's true, yeah. But sadly, I mean, a lot of guys are going to get burnt by it, doing the right thing.
Well,
look, if I was in it,
and legitimate dudes, like people who have tried to do the right thing, probably paid premium prices for these things.
If I was invested in a business like Memorabilia, like whatever it may be, autos, hollows, whatever, you would know there's something out there going on, surely, at that scale.
Well, I mean, that's another whole story. Then
there's no way you wouldn't know that's going on. And then
who's being complicit? Who's being complicit
and then
in
letting
this
it
whole
sell?
thing?
Yeah. So that'll be interesting as well.
Silence is, Well,
what I'm assuming would happen, they'll figure out exactly what went on. They'll figure out how they made the hollows to authenticate them, and then you'll be able to track them. They'll work out how to do it, and they'll figure out where they all are.
What about these athletes and superstars who have had all this money made off them? They didn't sign this stuff.
Look, I get that, but they're not. I mean, are they getting? I suppose they are getting royalties off it when they do chromes and stuff like that, aren't they?
Fucking! Did you think they're giving their signatures away for free?
Oh, I don't know.
Not a chance in hell.
But yeah, so all the autos that. What I get now, my point was if they're signing other things, I guess, like while they're walking down the street, they wouldn't know how many they're signing. But I guess they don't really do that too much anymore, do they?
But that's different. You're talking about something that can't be. Unless someone takes it to go and get graded.
This isn't just cards. It's not just cards.
No. I realize
this is lots of stuff.
It's baseballs, it's footballs, it's helmets, it's jerseys, it's actual pitches, stuff like that. I get it completely. But what I'm saying is that there's a big difference between me meeting someone on the street and going, "Can I have your signature?" and then, buying an authenticated piece from a company.
Yeah.
So, but then I know a lot of people who don't sign stuff anymore. Mark Hamill from Star Wars won't sign stuff on the street.
Yeah, I've seen the video. Why? Because he doesn't want people making money off.
Well, people are just go and sell it on eBay. He's like, I'm more than happy to take a photo with you. you know, but why should I be giving you something when part of my bread and butter is going to conventions?
It's going to flog it. Yeah.
And, getting paid for my signature.
Yeah.
So
we haven't heard much about Celebration. Was there anything given away at Celebration that was cool?
Oh, heaps of shit. Heaps of stuff.
We should do. Why haven't we done a show on that?
All right, remember Dave showed us he got his hands on one of the Black Series figures that came out. That was a release from there as well. So
yeah, okay. Anyway, we'll keep our ears open in regards to the auto gate.
I think this is going to be something it will be an ongoing story that's only going to get more and more
I must find out
juicy.
Well, yeah, I mean, we heard about it. So if we're hearing about it, that means other people knew about it.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know where I found the article or where it came from. But anyway.
But that hadn't happened though.
No, there was rumblings.
There was rumblings talking about someone came out and went, "Oh, this is what's happening, rah rah," and we were like, "Holy shit, this is real!
Yeah,
this is gonna blow everything out of the water." And I mean, the dude's got a bullet in his head, man. I mean,
well, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
there's got to be other people though. You can't do that sort of stuff on your own. No way.
Oh,
that'd be huge. All right, now to the next story. And this is an interesting one. And let me just disclaim before we have this conversation: we have nothing against anybody or any conventions at all. But it is coming to light.
Yeah,
that there are a shitload of conventions starting to come out in Australia, particularly in Sydney and Brisbane and Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking the other day, like, how many of these are going to come out before it starts diluting the market? And I know Marco, good friend of ours from Most Bill Cards, goes to a lot of these.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, I've got to judge about whether it's going to be good or not before I actually go because he can do his dough, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot coming out. I mean, like, I'm looking at now. SmashCon was a bit different. That was an anime convention. That was monstrous in Sydney ICC.
But that wasn't the first one, was it?
No. They've been around for a while, but it hasn't been on for a few years. I don't think. I think it was a couple of years since it was on last. But it was big. The cosplay there was next level. I don't know if you saw any videos from there.
Yeah. I
saw some serious cosplay. So that's a little bit different. But then you got Supernova, CollectCon, CollectFest, Trading Card Shows Australia. We did a great episode on that if you look back. Big Boys Card Show, CardCon, Oz Comic Con, and Roundhouse Trading Cards, I think.
Yeah.
Trading Card Roundhouse, I think it's called. So that's just to name a few. And there's like Marrickville Trading Card Show. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Big Boys was on 2 weeks ago. Never heard of it before.
Not to mention the ones that are planning to come out in 2026 who are starting to advertise now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, there was a time I think that we screamed.
Yeah, I know.
For this kind of stuff. That's why
I was sort of wondering, like, what's your opinion on it? Because I know when we started this podcast, which was 2 years ago now, there was nothing. There was Oz Comic Con and Supernova.
And then we got excited about the record fair that was around at Hertzville because that was something that you went to go to.
Which was on Sunday again, by the way. I think it's on like 3 or 4 times a year now. So that was the only one we really knew of. Now, there was a few bits and pieces around, but nothing that's getting organised like it is now.
Like it is now. So my problem with this, and this was one of the reasons that we wanted to speak to the Collect Fest guys as well. And obviously we've got no affiliation with Collect Fest. We get on really well with the guys. They're great guys. We loved what they did. We had a blast in Melbourne. It was a great con. But we went into it wanting to talk to them to find out if they were like legitimate.
Yeah.
These guys turned out they were collectors. They came, they've got a background in this type of thing. So
well, even when we spoke to them, I reckon there's another 5 or 6 additional shows that have just popped up out of nowhere since we've spoken to them. But maybe it's off the success of them.
But that's what I'm saying is are we starting to see mainstream business minded people who aren't involved into the hobby go, hey, we need to get a piece of this Pokemon action. We need to get a piece of this collectible sort of thing. It's all taking off. When you're reading articles, I'm sorry, am I boring you?
That's the second time in 87 episodes.
Yeah.
I apologize. We're too serious tonight. We're way too serious tonight.
Like, well,
Anyway, yeah, keep going.
you know, like, are we starting to see these big businesses come in to try and get a piece of the pie?
Yeah.
And take away from what has always predominantly been put on by other collectors and things like that, you know.
Well, these big shows,
Supernova and Ozcon are different because they're bringing in, you know, famous people to do meet and greets, all those kinds of things. So
yeah, that's true.
So that's been a little bit different.
Mm.
We're looking now at things that are based upon just a big fucking flea market. More than anything, that's what it is.
Now, Collecticon, who are in Penrith and Campbelltown and Newcastle, I think, are pretty good. So they've been around a while now, and they're getting bigger and bigger every year. But I think you're right. I think off the back of these successes, these like small successes that people are getting, there's others that are popping up, and it's interesting. And you made a valid point when we were at the airport in Melbourne. You're like, it doesn't matter if it's a shit show. They've already made money because there's already people there. And they've already paid.
100%.
There's already tables.
Yeah.
So it's not the fact of whether it's good or not. Now, don't get me wrong. Collect Fest was epic. Supernova was awesome. I was there at Sydney. I've been to Collecticon a bunch of times, and also shout out to the Hurstville Collectibles and Records show, which is awesome. Yeah. Small, but awesome. Haven't been to all these other ones, but we're going to get to them.
Yeah.
We're going to have a look.
The reason that we had that conversation was because on the second day, we had talked to vendors, and there were rumblings of people... Pardon me. Not 100% happy.
Pardoned?
Not 100% happy. Not with the fest.
Yeah, and that was the genre, wasn't it?
Not with the fest, but with the sales part of it.
Yeah.
And
are you going to get that all the time, though, do you think?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And then what all that's going to do is just sort of that side of the market so obviously we're talking about the sneaker side of it.
Yeah.
We heard the rumblings at Collect Fest in Melbourne that the sneakerheads or the shops that came to sell there weren't very happy with their sales for the day. Now, obviously, that's no reflection on Collect Fest. That's just part of the business, I guess. I mean...
SneakerCon too, I forgot about. That's in Sydney.
And they've also got their own con that is just for them as well.
It'd be interesting to see how good that is. If we could get the people from SneakerCon on.
Yeah.
Talk to them. It must be big. I guess if you're going for shoes, you're going for shoes.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think that, if anything, the Collect Fest showed that cards are where it's at.
Wow, yeah.
Like,
so the money's being made.
Yeah.
Well, even the one that I didn't go into, the Australian Trade Card Show, which they're having at the same venue again, supposedly was monstrous.
Yeah,
from a selling point of view.
Marco did say that. He said that he did really, really well.
He actually said it was quite good when we spoke to him about that show. So, you know, it was packed with people. Yeah. So, and it is Hurstville. Hurstville is the epicenter of a lot of Pokemon.
So with the amount of like things that are coming up now, there's gonna be a burnout in the market. There's gonna be a time when, you know, even hardcore people like you and I, and, you know, plenty of other collectors that I know, are just like, fuck, man, I got no money.
Yeah, I can't go to everything.
Like, I can't go to everything. You know, I'm not spending $40 to get into a show when that's half the budget that I've got left to like buy shit.
Yeah.
So
that's valid. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, let's see. Natural attrition is gonna happen. And whoever does well will survive, and whoever doesn't won't survive.
Exactly.
Collecticon's a bit different as well. They do a lot of toys, vintage toys.
Yeah.
Matchbox cars, die-cast, and vintage stuff like cars, coins, and Australian memorabilia as well. And that was good. That was the diversity of that con. That was pretty cool.
That's like the Australian, you know, collectibles and antiques market that does the thing in Brisbane that we've been to a couple of times. I mean, they go, oh, yeah, it's antiques and shit. Bullshit. It's fucking toys, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's
lots
all
of toys.
It is, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it's great. It's a great con. Again, we had to line up to get in there. You got all these kinds of things. But, you know, I sold at one of them. I think that I just had a post come up on, like, you know, a memory come up on Facebook. And I think that was like 2017 or 2018. So they've been around for a long time. Dude, stop fucking yawning, man. Seriously, what is going on?
Sorry. I said it's too boring tonight. Stuff's too serious.
Too
We're gonna
serious.
We're getting to Warm Bath Time Heist in a second, so hang on.
All right.
But anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about very quickly. Your thoughts on cons and how they're going to go. We're going to go to a few more. We're going to check them out. So far, they've been good.
Oh, yeah.
All the ones I've been to. But let's just see what sort of. I was going to go to that Big Boys one. That was in Wentworthville, I think, in Sydney's West.
Yep.
I didn't end up going to it. And CardCon's coming up in September.
Okay.
And Roundhouse is at the University of Sydney as well. So
we will be at Collectfest in next Saturday.
Oh yeah, we go to Brisbane.
We'll
Well,
be
I'm
in
going to
Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Oh, I'm going to Brisbane.
Well, you're going to Brisbane
I don't live
too.
in Brisbane. Who want to live in Brisbane? Brisbane sucks, man.
But anyway, they have good places for conventions.
They do.
So
they do.
They got a sweet convention center.
Yeah.
So we'll be there, and that should be pretty cool. All right, it's that time again for Warm Bath Time Heist.
Warm Bath Time Heist.
1987.
87.
87.
How old were you? You were
3.
3.
3.
There you go. 3.
G.I. Joe's line of from Hasbro, introduced new figures, accessories, and vehicles, including the Battle Force 2000 sub-series and the Defiant playset.
Mm-hmm.
I know what the Battle Force 2000 sub-series. I didn't know what the Defiant playset was. That must have been a set of the toys.
The Defiant, that might have been one of the... Was that the giant ship?
It could have been. I thought that was the Battle Force 2000 stuff.
No. Because the G.I. Joe was one of those ones that made ridiculously sized playsets.
Aircraft carriers.
They had the aircraft... I think the aircraft carrier might have been the Defiant.
Oh, it could have been. They had that... I remember the Blackbird.
Yeah, we had awesome. The Blackbird. We had the spaceship as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
whoever
we had
gave that up. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thanks, Noreen.
Thanks. She didn't buy it.
No, but she gave it away.
Oh, she gave it away, yeah. But someone gave it to us in the first place.
Oh, yeah. The Greys.
Hand-me-downs.
1987.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 1987 tops. The set known for its faux wood grain design.
Yeah.
Very 80s.
Very 80s.
And features numerous notable rookies.
Dude.
Barry Bonds. Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
And a guy pretty unknown named Will Clark.
Who's Will Clark?
The Barry Bonds is going for $384K graded now.
Yeah. And you know,
that
Bonds
wood grain is getting expensive.
Bonds is not even in the Hall of Fame. I mean...
Is that right?
Yeah, dude.
Was he a really big guy who just stood there and
he was the little guy who ended up doing a whole shit ton of steroids and became a big guy.
I'm right.
And got banned from making the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but did he score home runs?
Barry Bonds still has the record for the most home runs of all time.
That Shohei.
Yeah, Judge came close.
Yeah.
But no one's broken it. But it doesn't... So Judge now technically has the most home runs. And there's a little asterisk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Will he be part of the enhanced games where everyone's allowed to take steroids and play?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. No, well, Barry Bonds, he's pretty old now, isn't he?
Barry Bonds is pretty old now, man. Yeah.
Hey, Shaq's high school jersey. I couldn't figure out what the school was, but from 87 to 89 is for sale.
High school?
That's what it says. Shaq's high school jersey, 87 to 89.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because the 90s he played.
Yeah.
That'd be... the timeline's pretty close.
I can't remember what college he played at.
I don't know, but for $299,000 for that jersey, you want to make sure it is his actual high school jersey.
Yeah.
Big money. Shaq's so big, in Google Notes, when I was doing the run sheet, I spelt Shaq wrong, and I right-clicked it, and it came up with the right spelling for Shaq. That's how big Shaq is.
Man, I remember when Shaq was just coming into...
Rookie season?
Well, Reebok gave him his own shoe, the Shaq Attack.
Yes, I remember.
And I remember going to, Foot Locker, and they had a replica of his shoe.
No, you forget. That's where our mum worked. In Surfers Paradise, and the shoe was in the
Reebok
shop.
Store. Yeah, that's right. I
And it
forgot
was like
about that.
size 23 or something.
Oh yeah,
Unbelievable.
we could have taken it out onto the beach and boogie boarded on it. It was that big, man.
It was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the rookie season he came out and he signed with them.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
then he ended up leaving them and giving up that money.
Yeah.
Because there was an old lady who was in the stand when he walked by one day, and she got really angry at him because you're taking all this money, but your shoes are so expensive. Why can't you make shoes that are cheap for everybody?
For your kids, yeah.
So he cancelled the Reebok contract immediately, walked away, said, keep the money. I'll keep wearing the Reeboks. You don't have to pay me for it. And then went to Walmart and created I think they were called Shaq. Maybe they were called something, but they were cheap. They were $50 or something like that.
He made
so
it
everyone
so
could wear
so
the
that
good shoes.
yeah, everyone could get them. So
Fun
which
fact.
is great. Shaq's been one of those guys that has definitely used his money well.
Yeah, man.
Like as a businessman, he owns businesses all over America.
He's funny as hell too.
From car washes to restaurants to all these types of things. But he's always given back to the community. The amount of videos that I've seen of him picking up kids, in difficult home situations who are good at basketball, but can't afford the stuff.
Yeah,
and just buying them everything that they need, just on a whim.
I
love that, man. I mean, if ever my kids were able to sort of succeed at doing something, I hope that they'd be giving back to people as well. So, I think that shows a sign of a well-rounded person. So,
well, the good thing is that when your son does play Major League, I'm going to have his first set of headphones because I'm not giving it back to him. So they'll be worth money. I'll put them on eBay.
Yeah. It'd be funny if he actually watched this.
That's true. Yeah. Anyway, side note, he was at my house and he left and went back to Queensland and left his headphones at my house. Yeah. And I told him I hope he's got money because he has to pay for them now.
He was still questioning why you made him sign the side of them first. So yeah,
I don't touch.
Yeah, with your own little holographic sticker on it.
Yeah, my Fanatics hologram. Yeah, don't tell. Too soon.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out on Nintendo NES, 1987, is certified what a 9. And there's two different gradings. I didn't understand it. I think one was for possibly packaging, and I should look that up actually. What it is? You can buy it for $1,000. It's pretty good money. What are you looking at? Is there a motorbike at your house?
No, it's like a really low flying plane.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said? $1,000 you can buy it for. Yeah. Great.
I always find it strange that we look back at video games and go, Mike Tyson was one of the first sportsmen to ever have his own video game.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been many before him.
Yeah, I mean, when you think back, like we had...
Was Madden out before that?
Yeah, I don't know. On Nintendo?
Yeah, dude. Tyson was monstrous in the late 80s.
Yeah.
I watched the boxing today, right? I saw Fundora fight Sue, the guy from Sydney, and then Manny Pacquiao fought as well. You know Manny Pacquiao, the Filipino guy?
Yeah, I've heard the name. I've
heard the name. Anyway, the guy, he's quite old. Anyway, he was boxing as well. But it's just not the same. Like the whole theatrics of Tyson when he walked out and got in the ring and like just the look on his face and he's just ready to kill.
Yeah.
But it's a bit different nowadays. It's not as theatrical as they try and make it that way, but it's just not. I mean, this he's a wrecking ball, man.
Yeah.
Anyway. So
going back to nerd stuff.
Yeah.
The fact that as a sportsman, he was the first. I can't think of another game. I was going to
say, I wonder if we can find who would
maybe Arnold Palmer's golf might have been one.
Yep.
But then, any basketball games that came out that was NBA Jam, I don't think Michael Jordan ever had his own game.
Yeah.
Wow. After that, you had Excite Bike, you had all different types. You had California games, you had those kinds of ones that went along, but I don't think there was anyone that actually had their signature on a game. Now, I very, very well could be wrong.
Yeah. There wouldn't have been many before that because the NES was the first sort of proper video console that came out before it was Atari, wasn't it?
And I think that PlayStation was one of the ones that started actually putting names to stuff. Like you had Madden, you had Tiger Woods Golf, you had Tony Hawk.
Yep.
You know,
Well, Tony Hawk, yeah. Game over.
I mean, that just, yeah,
It's
everyone
the greatest
else,
game ever.
everyone else just give up, seriously,
That's it.
because, you know, it's, man, I'm watching, well, obviously last week on the 11th, Tony Hawk 3-4 got released on Switch 2. So I've been watching a whole pile of videos of people, you know, doing these things. Yeah.
Is it good?
Man, you know what? I thought that I was competent at that game.
Yeah, you're not.
No, I may as well be using the back of my hands and mashing the keypad.
That's why I hate watching those videos
compared to watching these guys go through it. Like their rounds are 2-minute rounds that last for 5 minutes.
Yep.
And
then all the tricks.
And at the end of it, they've got 120 million.
Yeah.
Dude, I was happy if I used to make 250,000.
Yeah, but let's be fair. You have a very good, competent job, and you live in your own house. You don't live in your mother's basement.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that as a win.
Top 5 songs from 1987 was number 1 song from 87 was "Walk Like an Egyptian." I'm not sure if you get away with that these days. By the Bangles.
Yep, Bangles.
What other hits did the Bangles have, Peter?
They had a couple.
Mm.
They had the
I don't know.
Eternal Flame.
That's right. Yeah.
Alone
by Heart was the number 2.
Now, I don't know Alone, but I do know Joey by Heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shake You Down by Gregory Abbott. Do you reckon Gregory thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll keep my own name. I'm not getting a stage name. Or do you think that's his stage name?
Yeah, his marketing guy deserves a kick in the pants if that's his stage name.
I mean, not only is Greg a terrible name, Gregory is worse. That's what
Even
your mother
worse,
calls you when you're in trouble.
Gregory!
And then his name's Abbott. Like Gregory Abbott. I couldn't think of a worse waspy white person name. I'm going to see if Gregory Abbott, if that's his stage name or not. That's crazy. I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Great song.
Yeah.
Nothing's Going to Stop Us Now by Sorry, you're going to say something?
A bit of a banger.
Yeah, I watched the other night. What was it called? The movie that she's in?
The Bodyguard.
Bodyguard. Yeah. Nothing's Going to Stop Us Now.
Do you know what that always reminds me of?
What?
Of Bulletproof. You'll always be my bodyguard, kids. Yeah.
I haven't seen that for ages too. That was funny, Adam Sandler.
That was good, Adam Sandler.
Well, the new one's coming out soon.
Let's not judge.
Well, it better be good. He's going to ruin a classic if this isn't good. Zoolander fucked it. Bill and Ted fucked it.
Eminem's in it, man.
That's irrelevant if Eminem's in it. Was Eminem even born when when Happy Gilmore came out?
Dude,
who knows?
Eminem's older than you, man.
Yeah, I know. Last episode of the 5th one was Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship.
I don't know that song.
Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I don't know.
I do know that song.
That could be the right song. I'm not sure.
You could have been Mentos Fresher.
Yeah, Mentos Fresher. Or that could be an ad that I've watched yesterday. I'm not sure. The last episode of Countdown aired on Australian television in 1987, which was a hugely popular show with lots of famous people that are now actual gods of rock and roll. In what was his name?
Molly Meldrum.
Molly Meldrum, that's him.
Is he still alive?
I think he's still alive, yeah. I think he had a fall or something. He hurt himself, but he's still alive, I'm pretty sure.
He's like, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Vintage Star Wars.
My hat is holding me down.
Kenner was still popular. And these are the Kenners now that are really popular.
Star Wars, of course it was popular.
With popular characters like Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and Boba Fett fetching high prices.
I think that this was kind of a little bit of a resurgence that happened. Because obviously by this stage we haven't had anything Star Wars for a couple of years. And I think it might have been later in the 80s that it started, but that's when the novelizations started coming out. So we started getting new things about Star Wars, new stories and stuff like that. But I mean, early 90s to late 90s, early 2000s, you could still buy vintage Star Wars ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
So, I did read that on the run sheet and I was like, oh, that's interesting that actually came up as something. Maybe that was like an American resurgence more than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know in Australia that, there was still bins of Power of the Force stuff available with, with dollar stickers on it. Yeah, so.
Well, the good news is we're only 3 years away from the 90s, and then it gets real.
Oh, man.
Real.
There is some serious music coming out in the 90s.
I'm telling you, we're probably going to have to start a second podcast called Warm Bath Time Heist. That's how much information we're going to have.
Yeah.
Even I have to force myself not to put more stuff on here.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so many things. I'm trying to choose the cool stuff.
I think we're going to get to the point where Warm Bath Time Heist is going to be the main section of this
pretty much
podcast.
Is.
So.
We haven't had a Peter's rant for a while. Probably need one of those sooner or later. Surely you've got to rant about something at some point. Not today.
I got pretty angry last week.
All right. Well, someone said to me the other day, I love how his rants are really, really placid, but there's 4 other things that he loses his shit over during the show.
Shut up.
You go to hell.
You go to hell and you die.
Hey, just very quickly, on a final note of this show, which has been fairly jam-packed with lots of different stories.
And serious, too.
I know.
I think after Mum gave me a dressing down of how much I swore on the last episode.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. I watched it. I was there.
Oh.
I was there. Interesting story I read the other day, and I thought it was quite fascinating. Obviously, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, who was the undisputed king of pop culture music.
I think it's pronounced Mikhail.
Mikhail Jackson. I hope I pronounced that right.
It's a soft J.
I love that movie. So when he passed away, unintentionally, obviously, he was in the middle of doing the series of concerts at the O2 Arena. Because he was quite heavily in debt. It was fairly well publicized that he'd spent a bit more than what he had. But no doubt he had a huge amount of assets. So
motherfucker had the Beatles catalog.
Yeah, well, I think he owned that in part with Sony. But anyway, what happened was he died, obviously, from an overdose of whatever the drug it was. And then he was $500,000 in debt. And then this article's come out and I was telling you he's in debt based on a number of factors.
Yeah.
But since then, his estate has continued to obviously operate. He's got 3 children. 40% of it, the estate went to his mother. 40% of it was split up between his kids and 20% went to charity, I believe. How that works, I don't know, but that was the stats that I was given. Today, the estate is worth $2 billion. Each of his kids are worth $150 million, and they get some sort of yearly allowance out of the estate, which is quite cool. Basically, it's music royalties, merchandising, which would still be huge in regards to that. And
100%.
I mean, his streams on Spotify and all over the place would be astronomical still.
Oh, yeah.
And it's off the musical MJ the musical, which I didn't really know about. And then last night I was at the casino and MJ the musical was there. I was watching something else, but it was there. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
The truth of why you're so tired fucking comes out after all. Someone was at the casino last night.
I didn't even go into the casino.
Oh, didn't you?
Strangely enough. No. I went to a show. We're getting way off topic here. Called El Hotel, which was a burlesque show.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That would have been sick.
Yeah, it was cool. And there's a scene in it where there's a bathtub and 2 girls. And it's the only part you're not allowed to take
Mum
video.
watches this.
It's all right. It's the only part of the whole show you can't take video of or photos. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think I did when that happened?
You took a photo?
No.
Or a video?
No. I turned to everyone courteously and went, I didn't know what was about to happen, obviously. Oh, would you like a drink? I'll go to the bar and get drinks. And I fucking walked out.
You missed the best part of the show.
And I walked back in and my darling wife goes, you just missed a really good part of the show. I went,
no.
And the guy next to me goes, where'd you go? It was the best part.
He's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. I'm like, did you get it on video? He's like, no, I didn't get it on video. Anyway. There you go. So that was my night.
No.
I know. It was tragic. It was completely out of character for me. Usually I'd be onto that.
And the
Anyway.
worst thing is, you probably would have spent $200 on fucking 4 drinks as well.
Oh, easily. Yeah, that was for one. Anyway, so Sony acquired 50% of his music catalog for $600 million. So that's obviously attributed to his net worth as well. But that's incredible. For someone who's not alive, has made, well, in essence, $2.5 billion.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. So anyway, that's Neil's numbers. I haven't done one for a little while. I thought I'd just pop that in there. And that's it. Episode 87. We're done.
I'll get angry about something next week too.
Well, hopefully you feel better too, because you seem a bit off tonight. You're a bit quiet, bit dark.
My whole family's been crook for like 3 days, and I'm just starting to get it now. And so I do apologize for being a little bit.
You know what they say in show business, Peter?
A little bit tepid.
Do you know what they say?
Fuck off, Neil, and the podcast.
Yeah, no, the show must go on.
Oh,
and it
okay.
did. So thank you.
It did.
Yeah, no need to use.
I wasn't the one yawning.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
After missing the best part of a fucking burlesque show.
Thanks for bringing it up again.
I'm so disappointed in you, Neil. I'm going to have to talk to Tanya about it now.
Everything else was cool. It was quite cool. But I must admit, it was a 50-50 split between guys and girls. Let's keep that, in regards to all the burlesquing going on.
Everyone loves burlesque.
Yeah.
You mean the people in the show?
Yeah. It wasn't just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was new age, I think.
Sweet.
Because from what I'd heard, it's very much a feminist female show. But yeah,
I think back in the day, I think you're thinking more like Moulin Rouge kind of thing. That was a very female-driven thing back in the early 1900s of, from France.
And that's about the only burlesque show I know of. So...
Oh, really?
Now I know of two.
I know of multiple.
Multiple.
And then I always go back to that the Tom Holland thing, where Tom Holland did that dance in the rain.
Yeah.
You've got to have seen that.
Dance in the rain.
So
I vaguely remember seeing something.
He did it was a show, like, it was like a dance-off show or something like that.
Yeah.
And he came out in like lingerie and suspended stockings and stuff like that, and did this crazy dance, and it was incredible. And I might have said too much on the internet.
What sort of movies have you been watching?
It's on the interwebs. Watch it.
Okay. Well, it must be real then. Because everything on the internet, as we know... I'm
going to fucking send it to you now, right? You piss me off.
Including podcasts.
End it. Kill it.
Collectors of everything, experts of none. Episode 87. We'll see. Actually, we're at Collect Fest. We'll see you with some feedback for Brisbane Collect Fest.
Yeah, I get to do interviews.
88. Yeah, it's your turn. It's your turn.
It's going to be cool.
We'll see you next episode.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I press it. Collectors of everything. Experts of none.